Hi, this is Gerald, Celente, and here are some of today's trends in the news. It snowed. It snowed. They closed down all the roads, the New York State Thruway. They got a couple of inches of snow. I'm not kidding. Like 4 inches of snow. They closed down the roads. And you should see these wanker prostitutes. Stay inside. If you go outside, make sure you bundle up. You know, what am I, 2 years old? Hey, non-stop. They stopped business. We didn't get our newspapers delivered. They closed down the New York State Thruway for a little bit of snow. It's all the news. It's the nanny state, a bunch of wanker politicians playing important. It's the Northeast. It's the Catskill Mountains. It snows in the winter. I can't stand these people. They're disgusting. People keep asking me about Obamacare. The only thing Obamacare is doing, you look at the facts, it's enriching the multinationals. All these hospitals are now buying up one after another, a lot of doctors being put out of business, everything being concentrated. Here's a fact. The least expensive program, bronze. Little shitheads make up these words. Bronze, platinum, gold, yeah. How about crap? It carries deductibles as high as $6,350 for an individual and $12,700 for families of 4, which must be paid in full before most coverage kicks in. Yeah, universal health care. Universal screwing. The value of Standard & Poor's Health Insurance Index rose 43% through the first quarter of 2013 since the passage of this thing in March 2010. The value of insurance industry's common stock has soared 300%. You get it? The insurance firms are hiking premiums. We're getting screwed. This has nothing to do with health care. It's more to do with multinationals taking over and nobody being responsible for your health care but you, despite all the taxes we pay. Co-payments for doctor visits under the bronze plan average $41. That's compared with $28 in the current market in the individual. 70% of Americans have no faith in government. How could the other 30%? How come they're so stupid? How can anybody have any faith in these governments? Bunch of jerks. 70% of Americans have absolutely no faith in the government. Half of those who said health care was a top priority describe themselves as not at all confident that members of Congress can make reform a success. Only 20% said that they are slightly confident. Only 20% are slightly stupid to be confident about anything. Here's out of London. Jobless youngsters are facing devastating symptoms of mental illness. The Prince Trust said 40% of jobless young people have experienced symptoms of mental illness such as suicidal thought, feelings of self-loathing, and panic attacks. Young people have been unemployed in the long term are also more than twice as likely as their peers to believe they have nothing to live for, the study said. Yeah, no kidding. The Department of Works and Pensions spokesman said, "We understand the effects of unemployment can have, and that is why we are doing everything possible to help young people into work." You know what that is?
That was bullshit.
Total bullshit. They sold out all our jobs. Matter of fact, they're rioting over there in Cambodia. Just shot a bunch of people. They don't want to be slaves anymore. They're going to help you find jobs. They don't even let you sweep the streets. They'll bring in foreign labor to do that too. Markets. Gold is up. Gold is up. It's doing nice. Starting off the new year on the right foot. Up some $13. Market's up a little bit today. Oil's down. Oil ain't looking so good. Gold boosted by Far East physical demand. Investors seeking undervalued assets. It keeps going on. One after another. Around the world, people are buying up gold. Coins remain a bright spot for gold. This is according to the Wall Street Journal. Sales of gold coins are booming, even as the metal price is falling. A testament of gold's continued appeal for small investors and collectors. Small investors and collectors. Yeah, people that don't believe in the bullshit that they're shoveling down our throat. Hey, them bond prices are still over 3% in the U.S. And a crisis is building over there in Puerto Rico as bond yields are skyrocketing. Remember, interest rates are going to have to go up. Treasury yields set to resume climb. Wall Street Journal. After falling as low as 1.61% in the spring, the yield on the 10-year Treasury note surged past 3% at the end of 2013 to its highest level since mid-2011. All right? Interest rates are going up. And that's why investors are piling into the dollar. But we're going to see what really happens. This is a short-term play, I believe. The dollar only looks good because everything else looks so bad. Hey, good news! All you people that are happy Saddam Hussein isn't there anymore and wasted all the lives of our soldiers and the trillions of dollars spent. Al-Qaeda seizes 2 parts of 2 major Iraqi cities. Isn't that nice? And another 65 people killed. But who cares? Saddam Hussein's not there anymore. I want to see war crime tribunals for Bush, Blair, Cheney, Rumsfeld, and every senator and congressman that voted for this war. December auto sales missed estimates. Wonder why. The biggest automakers in the U.S. market reported December U.S. sales fell short of the analyst estimates. Oh, you know what they did? They blamed cold weather. Oh, that's right. And if you go outside, make sure you have a coat on. And don't go out with sandals. They actually say this crap. I'm not making it up. Why should I be upset? They have stupidity surrounding me and a bunch of politicians screwing with my life. And I don't like it. Life is tough enough without some jerks from the outside screwing with it. Here, want to see some prostitute crap? Right here from the toilet paper to you. Regulator of Wall Street loses its hard-charging chairman. Gary Gensler. Little Gary Gensler, a little piece of shit weenie, scumbag asshole that let his former boss, John the Slime Corzine, get away with stealing my money and others. That Gary Gensler. Yeah. Another Goldman Sachs flunky who did absolutely nothing as the head of the Commodities Future Trading Commission. But I digress. Let me read you the crap so you can shovel it out to somebody else. Gary Gensler squeezed into a Washington auditorium last month, mingling with the 300 guests at his farewell party. 300 guests at a farewell party. Farewell to what? And basking in the intention, as a who's who of finance recounted his campaign to rein in Wall Street risk-taking. Can you believe this crap? What a bunch of shit. Gary Gensler. Gary Garbage, Gary Whore, Gary Nothing, another Goldman Sachs guy in our government, one after another. They do nothing but rob us and rape us and start wars. But why get excited? Make sure when you go outside you dress warm, little boys and girls. That's right, the nanny state is looking after you. China, major uncertainty facing global economy. Wow, haven't I been saying that for some time now? But it's big news. George Soros said it. And George Soros, the guy on the inside who knows how to do the deals, hey, he's a trillionaire. You better listen to Georgie. The future direction of China is a major source of uncertainty facing the global economy at the moment, according to the billionaire investor George Soros. Good news. All you French people, yes, yes, yes. Speculation in media mounts over comeback of Sarkozy. One piece of shit following another. Keep flushing them down there. That's right, bring back Sarkozy. Maybe the little bastard could start another war like the wonderful one he did in Libya. It's all controlled by a small group of freaks. Here's another little story in the Financial Times. Reflections of the Great War. In January 1914, few Europeans imagined that 7 months later, their political and military leaders would plunge the world into a cataclysmic war. Political and military leaders, political and military sociopaths and psychopaths, they never stop, man. That was the most useless, needless war of the 20th century, except for the other ones that followed. Hey, you loved Vietnam, didn't you? Hey, how about the Korean War? Wasn't that a beauty? Hey, the Iraq War. Yeah, keep murdering every day. Libya, the time-limited, scope-limited kinetic action. The humanitarian mission brought to us by the three witches of Macbeth. If only women were in charge. Hillary Clinton, Susan Rice, and Samantha Powers. Three nobodies with a bad attitude. Yeah. It never changes. You better do something. And don't tell me that I have to lead the charge. I'm doing everything I can do. You do what you can do, because you can see, just like World War I, we're on the brink again. And you know my saying, depression, recession, currency wars. Watch them heating up this year as them Japanese, to get their people's mind off Fukushima, keep pumping in trillions and trillions of yen into boosting their exports and lowering the value of their currency as it keeps declining. And people are going to get aggravated at that because it's a currency war and then real wars. But don't worry. You'll get the people's minds over there off Fukushima, because after all, it's the disaster that never ends and never makes the news. Why get excited? Don't forget to eat your sushi. That's right, you get enough radiation in there, you won't get the flu when you go outside and it's cold.